Hello, in this video I'm going to help you master the access prep. So according to the ADEX guideline, knowing the criteria is super important, okay? So for the mesial margin, from the ridge, this is the ridge, the highest portion of the mesial margin is the ridge. It is the ridge, not this one, not from the outer surface, okay? But the ridge. From the ridge, it should be 2 millimeter. And also from the mesial buccal and the distal buccal line, and then from bisecting this line 1 millimeter or greater. And also for the distal is the distal extent of the access opening is greater than 1 or equal to 1 millimeter mesial to the distal oblique group. So this is the distal oblique group, so 1 millimeter or greater. And also the palatal extent of the access preparation is greater or 1 millimeter from the mesiolingual cusp tip. So here, if you measure from here, 1 millimeter or greater than that. So that is the extent that we can give, but the preparation should not be smaller than 2.5, okay? Mesial distally and the lingual buccally, it should not be smaller than 2.5. So where is the safest area to start with? We are going to start right in the center because this is the safest, because it is surrounded by the area that we can open up. So don't start from this mesial pit, but central pit, not here but here, okay? And also last time I drilled the tooth like this to see how far we need to go down. If you measure it with the probe, okay, if you measure it with the probe, wow, look at this. When you go like 1.2 or 1.2 millimeter, 1.5, you just break the DJ. But when you break the DJ, you feel like jerk a little bit. It is not that you got into the pulp. It is just you broke the enamel and you're now indenting. And from the denting, you need to go all the way down, and you need to go about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeters. Okay, so that's why keep going until the 5 millimeters. So for you to do that, you need to know how to approximate the depth on your burr or the length of your burr. This is if you are using 330, then probably about this much, okay? I'm gonna begin the access prep with the 330, but like any burr is fine. So I'm gonna drill. Okay, so but don't go more than 7 millimeter, then you will hit the bottom, okay? So now I'm here. Sorry that I'm using 330 burr, because this burr is smaller than the shank, so it has a stop kinda. At this point, I'm gonna change my burr to long burr or endo-zeer burr. This is endo-zeer burr. Endo-zeer burr is non-cutting burr. The end portion is rounded and it doesn't cut the tip. It doesn't cut the floor, so you can safely widen the access cavity using this endo-zeer burr. Do you see that? Yeah, now we are into the I was in the pulp using the round burr, and now I see the pulp tissue, which is the wax coming out. And now I'm going to slowly extend, because I still have a lot of room. I can extend the buccal, lingual, distal. So at the full depth, Okay, at the full depth I'm going to work on. Now I'm going to turn on the light. I'm going to refocus. Okay, so whenever I work on the parallel area, I incline my burr like this to when I push this word. When I get to push this word, I incline my burr slightly like this so that it is safer. And when I work on this, I incline my burr towards the tip, towards the cusp tip, so that I can prevent making it too much flaring. Now we are getting closer to the shape. Still we are within the boundary. Okay, and then now I'm going to use the explorer. This is the endo explorer. Now I fill the canal here. Now I fill the canal here. Do you see the angulation? If you see the angulation, it is too much bent. Then it is not a straight excess prep, so I'm gonna dig into this area so a little bit more. And also here, it is leaned too much. I cannot put it straight, so I'm gonna make the excess prep straighter there. At this point, you can irrigate using the syringe with the water. But now I'm just going to use a spoon excavator to get rid of some wax. And I didn't put the rubber dam here, but like when you're actually working on it, you need to put the rubber dam, but not on the tooth that you are working on, because this tooth is very fragile. I don't want you to have any deduction, or I don't want you to repeat the procedure because the tooth broke. Yeah, this one just fell. And this is the formula that will make your life way easier and provide a good result. So now I'm going to continue extending. So as I said, I'm gonna extend here. You see how my bird is inclined? It is still from the groove. it is still like 1.5 millimeter, and from the mesial-lingual cusp it is far away. And now I'm going to go a little bit vocomesially, making a straighter access prep and make it straighter. Let's check with the endo explorer. Now it is much better, right? And also here a little bit more. It is still slightly slanted, and here it is good, but I'm gonna widen a little bit more. So just middle checking. From the ridge we still have ample room, 3 millimeter, and from the buccal side I have about 2 millimeter, and from the lingual I have a 2 millimeter. Good. So you need to remove all the pulp tissues in the chamber, and as you use explorer, you feel whether there are some unremoved pulp horn or pulp chamber roof of the pulp chamber. We don't want pulp chamber to be on the roof area. We don't want to have a pulp chamber or pulp horn. So the good instrument, of course the explorer is good, but for me I prefer using the spoon excavator, because spoon excavator catches the top portion, the roof horn, pulp horns. So pretty much it is straight. Now I don't catch any, but like here a little bit. The pulp horn that I mentioned is this. If you see the access prep, this is straight, but slightly there is some ledge or some catch. Okay, so it should be straight so that we will not leave any pulp tissue at this corner, the roof area. It should be straight like this. Straight like this. Okay, so keeping it in your mind, we are going to unroof the pulp chamber. Now we begin to see the clean pulp floor. I don't know whether it is allowed to blow the three-way syringe, the airway syringe here. What I mean is this, because some says that this can cause the air embolism, so it is not recommended to use that too much, airflow into the canal. So they use a reduced. There is a tip that reduces the air air's volume, or high speed air coming out. But like, since it is a plastic tooth, it will not be a matter. But ADEX is something that we can only use things that are allowed in the clinic. So it feels like digging earwax. Yeah, pretty good. Good. Okay. How do you like it? Do you like it? Or like, what is your comment? Please leave it on the comment section, whether it is a good prep or not a good prep. And I'm gonna just do the slight more touch, because let's see, it is more than 2, so widest is the 2 millimeter. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Since it is following this groove, let's make this area a little bit wider. And buccolingually we have 3 millimeters, we have enough. And for now there are no pulp horns that are present. Now we have the straight access, and also here straight access, and we have a straight access on the palatal as well. In Philippines, we never call this palatal area, lingual area palatal for the maxillary, but here in USA, it is okay to call the palatal area the lingual. I made it more visual, and I'm going to make it more triangular. Always move, work and check, work and check. Don't go too aggressively at once, assuming, because as you can see, I cannot see the tooth at all. So engage, work and check. Better in shape. So at this point, I'm not going at the full depth, but I'm just going to touch the cover surface to, when you look at it, if it is triangular, then it looks good. So alright, let's check one more time. So as you could see in the video, when I was working with the 330, it just stops as a sink because the shank cannot go further down because the burr portion, the width of the 330 burr is smaller than the shank, stopping at 5 millimeters. So probably using 330 burr might be safe because it just stops right away. So, but it leaves some burn mark, but because that is just the initial and a very small opening, probably that could be a good tip. Now I see the pulp chamber there, and I'm going to, I feel like it is very straight, the straight access prep, and here it is also good. Yeah, we didn't damage the floor. And let's just smoothen this area. The DJ has some catch. Even looking better. Very good, very good. Okay, so final check with the exploder, the probe. So this is the, I'm gonna turn it off. This is the groove, and we have a 1 almost 3 millimeter away from the groove. Okay, because the end of the black is the 1 millimeter, and here we have about like 2 millimeter, 1.8, and from here we have a 2 millimeter or 1.8, and from the mutual margin we have about 2.7 millimeter or 2.5 millimeter, and mesodistal we have 2.8 millimeter, and buccolingually we have about 3 millimeter. Whew, good. It was okay, right? So it took about 24 minutes, but like probably without wording, it'll be like 20 minutes or up to like 80 minutes, even 50 minutes. So hope we all pass the exam and be an amazing dentist. May God bless you and have a wonderful day. And this is the picture of the ADEX guideline, and this is the comparison with my prep. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.